Kimmage is a very special place to study development studies. It's particularly special in terms of its approach to education. Most of the participants in the BA and the MA in development studies, they come from a development background. What Kimmage offers them in relation to that is an opportunity to critically reflect on that experience.
We provide a bridge between the academic world and the world of practice. We strive to engage with the experience of the learners and use that as a focus for our work.
I lived for most of my life as a development practitioner, as an activist, and I came quite late to academic life. So Kimmage for me was more of a kind of a bridge between those two worlds. It's not just about theory, it's about what happens in practice. And whatever I'm teaching, we'll focus on the theory, we'll focus on the concepts, but we'll always come back to, so what does that actually mean in practice?
We pride ourselves in working on a participatory type model. So we engage, we facilitate rather than lecture at people.
It's a hybrid between being a development organisation and being an academic institution. It recognises prior learning, so it doesn't only have a strict academic entrance criteria. At the same time, it qualifies people academically on the same level and terms as other academic institutions.
The participants on courses at Kimmage are varied. They come from all over the world, and that's one of the really special things about Kimmage.
It provides a unique cross-cultural atmosphere. In this regard, Kimmage is more than a place, it's an experience for learners.
It's a very, very small institution. The advantages of that are, one, that it's specifically about development for a start, so we don't have to fight our corners about the importance of development or, come up against other priorities for funding or for allocation of resources. It's all about development and is very committed to development.
We don't offer a multiplicity of other services. That's our singular mandate. We believe that Kimmage is a very attractive, appropriately sized institute, a space for people to upgrade their knowledge and skills, who perhaps otherwise would be quite daunted about returning to full-time formal education, having been in the field for many years.
We know all the students individually. If students are having problems, we can give them those support, academic support, tutorial support, one-to-one supervisor support. And if students have special needs, we can give supports as well. And we have an access officer who looks after that area.
We've discovered in the last 10 or 15 years that we can do so much more working in partnership with other like-minded institutes.
Got involved with a training centre out in Arusha in Tanzania. We started running a diploma programme with them, and when they had upgraded their staff and we had built up confidence in their ability to deliver a quality programme, we offered the BA programme out there.
And the programme I'm involved in is a partnership programme between Kimmage, the International Institute for Environment and Development IID, the MS Training Centre for Development Cooperation, and the local agencies on the ground in Tanzania.
We're also expanding the way we operate. In one of the new courses that we hope is starting in September is a Masters in Drylands Policy and Climate Change Adaptation. And there are 5 different country institutions involved in that, IIED from England, and then 3 other African universities.
Kimmage Development Studies Centre caters for the development sector and all that work within it, NGOs, government officials, people working with religious institutes, and community workers in Ireland as well as those internationally. We do this by providing both full-time, part-time accredited courses and professional updating courses.
The BA in Development Studies is our longest standing programme, because it grew out of what we call the National Diploma, which was established back in the kind of the early 70s and mid-70s. It's a level 7 programme which is offered as an undergraduate programme, being offered to people who want to engage in community and the voluntary sector. I suppose it's got two kind of layers. It's got kind of the global layer where it looks at the big issues around economics, environment, sociology, etc. So it looks at kind of the major issues at a macro level. And then it's got another level which is much more focused, I suppose, at the micro, at the skills level.
Well, the BA award is a useful stepping stone to further studies at honours degree or postgraduate level. We offer the option of students coming in on a part-time basis where they take single subjects and gain credit towards a full award. You might just take 2 or 3 modules that year, you'd come back the next year and finally complete the same award as a full-time student.
The MA in Development Studies is a cross-disciplinary programme in development studies designed for professional development practitioners who already have a primary degree and who wish to get a professional qualification in development. It covers a range of topic areas, everything from political economy, sociology of development, to adult education, leadership skills, project planning and management, financial management. 9 months of the study are based here at Kimmage. Participants attend class, they undertake continual assessment and final assessment on various subject areas. The second 5 months of the programme, participants have an opportunity to specialise in particular areas. Most people study an area of work that they already have experience in or interest in. Students themselves use this research in order to influence policy and to improve their own practice.
So CODE stands for Kimmage Open and Distance Education Programme, and it's our attempt, I suppose, to put some of the materials that we've used, some of the courses that we've been delivering for a number of years, and provide them in a format which is accessible to people that are involved in working full-time. So as it's currently structured, there's 5 courses on offer. The courses are between 5 and 10 weeks in duration, and they're delivered through what we call open learning. And it's delivered currently, I think, in about 7 or 8 different countries, mainly in East and Southern Africa, in Zambia, and Kenya, Ethiopia, and we've got trainers now identified and working in Indonesia.
DTOC is a consortium of 3 capacity development learning institutions, Kimmage Development Study Centre, and then 2 partner institutions, one from the Netherlands, MDF, and one from the UK, Intrac. Kimmage provides 50% of the trainers and resource people, and then that's augmented by the other 2. DTOC stands for Development, Training and Learning at Kimmage. A lot of it involves short-term training, seminars, and now increasingly working with organisations, coaching, mentoring, facilitation. So we have a whole range of services. We're just about to start a masterclass series as well.
As well as our core daytime development studies programs, Kimmage Development Studies Centre offers an Understanding Development evening course, which is a general introductory course on development issues, which is not accredited, but it is an excellent evening course for people who have a general interest in development studies, and runs for 2 terms, October to December and January to March every year. So that's 20 weeks. It's proved very popular. It's been running for about 23 years. We have lecturers from the Development Studies Centre here, as well as guest lecturers coming in from outside, from other institutes or from NGOs like Trocra. We have plans to run distance learning modules from 2012, and that'll be possibly a blended learning format where students will take some areas by distance but may also attend seminars and workshops and tutorials to get that kind of face-to-face contact as well, which is very important.
Our approach is about making a difference in the world. We're trying to facilitate critical reflection on the way the world is, to encourage people to, I suppose, to see themselves as agents of change. So it isn't thinking and learning just for its own sake. There is a value basis to the development studies that we're about.
And I think the biggest thing is the investment which they are putting not on things but on people.
If you look at the Kimmage alumni in the Global South, it's a fantastic contribution. So for example, an ex-Kimmage student, it looks like he's going to be running for President of Liberia.
We also, I think, have proved to be a very creative, adaptive, dynamic institutes.
So I'd now like to call on Patrick Marin, who'll call out the names of students who've completed courses.
When I was in Gaza, I always heard about diversity among people, especially when they're coming from different countries. And it was interesting for me to learn how diversity really works in a friendly environment on ground. And the only place that I found this is in Kimmage.
All of us have come with a whole lot of background experiences that, we share.
A person is a person because of other people. And I realized that coming to Kimmage gave me that understanding.
Standing here is a big honor to me. I'm one of the people who never expect to be here today, but by special honor from Kimmage, I was privileged to be here on a scholarship.
Kimmage is all about providing lifelong learning, ongoing updating and skills provision